if you don't mind, Sadi, kind of going over your journey as a tradesperson, because this is kind of where a lot of the people that we interact with, we do have a lot of people getting ready to take that exam, but we also get a lot of people at the very beginning of their journey where they're not, maybe they don't know where to start or which trade to pick, or, they have a lot of just general broad questions. So if you don't mind kind of taking us through your journey from how you got started to where you are today, that would be great to start with.
The first thing that you have to do to start getting a general contractor is you have to commit. That's really the first step, is you have to commit. It's going to commit time. You have to commit to time. You have to commit money, and you have to sacrifice. You have to make some choices. And, for me, everybody's journeys is going to be a little bit different. I was in college and I was in digital marketing. I was doing a lot of online marketing. My family was in construction, so I did have a little bit of that, kind of like general knowledge of it. And when I was talking to a lot of business owners that were in the contracting niche, I saw that there was a lack in what I refer to as sales and marketing and delivering value and selling. I saw a lot of people that were very busy and they didn't have a website, they didn't have a Google, my business profile, they didn't have a Facebook page, they wouldn't return phone calls, they wouldn't follow up with customers. It would take them forever to send estimates. So just because I knew the industry a little bit because of my family, I saw a big opportunity in it. So that was my journey. I really didn't plan on getting into construction until I saw the big benefit because of so many people that I thought weren't doing a good job, and the opportunity to deliver value. So that's really how the first thing started. And then I started in the trades. I know that in order to be great at something big, you first have to do great at something small first. So we just started with walls and ceilings. We only focused on walls and ceilings. We didn't want to deal with anything else. We didn't want to deal with tiles. We didn't want to deal with roofing. We didn't want to deal with windows, walls and ceilings, inside, outside. And then we stick to that. And the reason why we did that is because one is we saw where the most opportunity was. And two, we wanted to create a big team. So by focusing in only one trade or two trades, we were able to get into those big jobs and create a good team, create those relationships. And then sometimes you get into the door for that one trade, and then there's more opportunities to come. So the level of entry, the barrier of entry is a little bit smaller. Most states require you to be a general contractor. So if you're doing just like, let's say, a painting or drywall or some stucco, you can get away with something. So you can just kind of like test the waters a little bit. I'm talking about 2014, 2013. That's really when I first started doing this market research. So there were different tools at that time available. What I would suggest to someone that's starting right now is I would just go on Google. I mean, Google is really your best friend in most cases. Facebook, even Facebook in the groups, and see which ones are the services that people are having the most trouble finding. Also going to material supply houses and just kind of getting familiar with the people, with the vendors that you be buying materials, which doesn't have to be really Home Depot and Lowe's. There's a lot of like small in your market, in your area, specified supply houses, and you can go to them and they're usually very, very well accept, really people that want to join the trades, because as you guys might know, right now there's a big shortage in people that want to join the trades. Not a lot of people that are young like me are getting into these trades and starting their career there. So every time that they see a fresh face or a new face, they're usually very well receptive of that. To recap, first you got to commit, two, you got to test the market, three, start with something small and test the waters, and then start adding services to your list.